Author Moonshot Advanced Author List Building Strategy by Lowry. Now are you ready for an advanced author strategy that's going to rock your socks off? Here it is. I've heard this over and over again. The number one thing you can do to ensure your success as an author is to build your mailing list. You're going to hear me say it again and again. Build your list. Give away books to find the readers who like you. This is the best way you can reach success as an author besides writing a lot of books. Your list is powerful. You may have hopes of being accepted by BookBub, which can launch the career of an author with thousands of downloads. But what if you only have one book? You're wasting your money. You're going to hit a peak with downloads if you're accepted by BookBub, and then what happens? Your book is going to get buried under the next launch in your genre. You'll go from hundreds of downloads a day down to 5. Can you live on 5 downloads a day? A mailing list is critical to help you grow your brand as an author. And remember, it's all about the readers. A mailing list can help you when you launch. It can help you when you need reviews. You can build a street team or raving fan base from your list. More importantly, you can build your list with simple tools that you have right now, and once you have your list, use it to start making money from your writing. Consistent money. It's simple, but not easy. Here's simple step-by-step guide to help you get started. If you'd like more detailed coaching, check out the Advanced Author group at the end of this guide. Ready to rock? 1. Make your landing page. Do you have a squeeze page on your website? Your landing page or squeeze page should have an image of your book, a description of your book, and an opt-in form where people can enter their email address for a free copy of your book. Hold on, Chris. I wanted to make money as an author. I don't write for free. This is an outrage. Yes, I wanted to make money too. I like the freedom being creative allows me. I love the time I can spend with my family. If you have an attitude that you must be paid for all work, you need to adjust your thinking. I'm going to do a mindset training one day about how to approach a writing career, but here's the gist of it. You wrote your book for free right now. No one paid you to sacrifice your time and money to write your novel on speculation. And sadly, no one owes you anything for writing. There are millions of books on Amazon. I've heard of 300,000 authors uploading a book each day. Arg. How do you expect to stand out and find your reader in all of that noise? The sad truth is you won't. Even if you've written the greatest novel ever, if no one can find you and no one knows who you are, you will waste away in obscurity. Until you have the marketing machine of one of the big 5 behind you, you're going to do some work for free. But if you concentrate on doing smart work, you can build your list and make money so you do get paid for writing. Sorry if I hopped up on a soapbox there. I just talked to a guy who read me the riot act about being paid. He has one book, a Western, and it's awful. First, the story's kinda derivative. I watched a lot of Westerns growing up, so I know John Wayne. Second, it's in a genre that doesn't sell much volume to begin with. If you write one book in a genre that averages 1,000 sales per year, you are knocking on the door of disappointment. He wanted to earn $50,000 on this one book before he started on the next one. Jeez. I want that too. If you're reading this, can you send me $50,000 in PayPal and I'll send you one book? Alright, back to list building. It's important. Build your landing page. Here's a good tip. Have you signed up for a free book or training tool from an author before? You know, like the one you click to enter your email address for this? Use that as a template. Just enter your book image, your description, and a link to your list account. Once you've built your landing page, you want an opt-in form. Technically, it doesn't matter which order you do these first 2 steps in. You may want to build the opt-in form first so you can add it to the page when you're building it. You create an account with MailChimp or Aweber or Infusionsoft. If you use MailChimp, it's free for up to 2,000 subscribers. Pay the $10 a month to get the pro version, because you're going to want the features, and if you do this right you'll top the 2,000 number in less than 2 months. Save yourself some hassle and get the tool that's going to let you move to the next level. With MailChimp, name your campaign after your book, then click Create List, and create forms. Then just follow the instructions to create the form. Study the autoresponder feature so that when a reader subscribes to your list, you send them a free book automatically. If you don't know how to do this, it's time to set up a one-day training. Block off the time on your calendar, log into MailChimp and start playing with it. If you hire someone to do it, take a screenshot of a template you want them to use, then send your image, description and link and wait for them to do the work for you. Once they send it, you upload to your landing page. Now you have your book, you have your landing page, and you have your OPT and form. So how can you get 2,000 subscribers in a month? Go back to your computer and write a short novella between 10 to 15,000 words related to your book. Order a cover for the novella. I hate the term novella. Did you know Of Mice and Men is less than 25,000 words? Call of the Wild, White Fang, The Crucible. I could go on with a list of hundreds of classic books that are under 20k words. These are books, or short novels, and you need to write them. Why? You need free samples to give away to build your list. I'm not sure if you can type as fast as I can. I'm not sure if you have file cabinets full of stories and story ideas. But if you're like every other writer I speak to, then you do. You have hundreds of ideas. Go into your notebook, read through your ideas. Take one, customize it so it fits around your book. Sit down and write for 5 days. If you do 2k words a day, you'll have a short novella in a week. If you do 5k a day, you'll have it in 4 days. Order a cover. Edit the work. Upload it through a service like Smashwords or Draft2 Digital. Set the price to free and price match it on Amazon. Make sure you include a link in the front and the back of your book to the book you have for sale in Amazon. Once you've written that novella, you now have 2 books. One free and one for sale. You can build a FBAD or Amazon AD for your free novella, set the price at $1 per day, $30 per month, and get people to sign up for your free short novel. While you're doing that, find another idea from your notebook, and write another short novel. After a week it should be done. Order a cover. Edit the work. Now you can add an opt-in ad for the first free novella in the front of the book and the back of the book. Upload your short novel, set the price to free. Make sure you have a very good 800,000 word description. Make sure the keywords for your short novel are good. Make sure the cover is compelling. Now you have 2 free books on sites directing people to your landing pages where they trade their email address so you can send them a free book. Once they are on your list, you just have to keep them engaged. That's simple, and I provided a 12-week marketing cheat sheet you can download right here. But start writing your next book. It should be a series book based on what you wrote in your first book. If you're not writing a series to start out, then set your first book as a perma-free book to build your list. Write your free novella. Then start working on a series. You'll want to plot out and plan 6, 8 books in the series. Go to your idea book. What can you combine, what can you change, and how can you create a 6-series book set is what you need to focus on. How long does it take you to write a book? Look, we all work at different paces. If it takes you a year to write a novel, so be it. But you need to carve out time to write at least one short novel per month to build your list and share with your readers. The great thing is, while you're writing the novel that takes you 1 year to complete, if you write 1 novella a month, at the end of 3 months you can bundle the 3 novellas into a box set and sell it online. At the end of 1 year, you would have 4 box sets for sale, and a reader list that knows your writing style and looking forward to your novel release. If Amazon changes their rules, you're still going to have a list you can market and sell your books to. If BookBub doesn't accept your novel, you will still have a list you can market to. Your list can help you pick a cover, spread word online, help you with reviews. You can even do some marketing experiments. Do you have a bumper sticker that would work for your book? T-shirt? Other items? Want to do a Kickstarter campaign? Once you have a list you provide constant value to on a consistent basis, you will be able to control your success. Focus on building your list first. Your free ebooks are your assets. Now I'm going to give you an advanced author strategy where you can turn your free short novels into moneymakers. Upload them to CreateSpace and sell paperback versions to those folks who want to buy paperbacks. If your reviews are good, your story's compelling, then you'll make money off the novels you wrote just for your list building. Now here comes the pitch. Advanced Author Training and Strategies. There are 25 things you're going to accomplish when you join this training. First, you're going to be an author, not just a writer. What's the big diff? Let me explain it like I heard it once. Arnold Schwarzenegger was invited to New York to be on a morning TV show on a major network. When he got off his first-class seat at the terminal, he met a town car driver holding a sign for his name. As they walked to his private luxury car, he spied a group of people getting on a bus with a sign for a writing conference. "What's that?" he asked the driver. "Those are writers going to a national conference in Brooklyn," the driver explained. "They're all great writers." Arnold watched the bus belch smoke as it pulled away from the curb, stuffed almost to bursting with writers. He climbed into the back of the town car and settled back into the leather seats. "Then I'm glad I'm an author." He smiled to the driver and poured a drink. Now this may or may not have happened. I do like the Robert Kiyosaki quote, "I'm a best-selling author, not a best-writing one." Does this mean you should put out schlock and crap? Well, yeah. If you think 50 Shades of Grey is quality writing, then you are not going to like this coaching. If you think that a writer should be tortured and bleed all over the page, well, that sounds pretty when Hemingway says it, but he was broke for a really long time, and no one heard of him until he got a lucky break hanging out with some other writers in Paris. I love Hemingway, by the way. I love great writing. I aspire to great writing. But I don't allow that aspiration get in the way of telling great stories and turning out great product that is consumed in the digital age. So let's create a little Jekyll and Hyde monster inside your soul. One can be the serious artist that you let out to work on the great American novel, the one that will win critics and awards and cement your status as a stunning example of literary genius through the ages. The other is the author, a fast-paced storyteller who can crank out good stories fast. That's how you make enough money to feed the beast inside you. Think about it like an indie musician or indie filmmaker. A lot of young directors direct studio blockbusters or sign on to projects they don't really like that much just so they can make enough money or get the backing for a vanity project. Now, I'm not asking you to write stuff you hate. But rather think about it like Fight Club. Did you read it? How about Twilight? Or pick any of the blockbuster bestsellers that you can find in Target, Walmart or other retail sales outlets. The ones with the covers facing out. Can you create one of those ideas? The answer is hell yeah, you can. How do I know? Because you're a writer first, and author second. A writer can construct a story, build a conflict and make you love a character. An author can turn that into a bestseller that pays for all the artsy crafty work you want to do on the side. Why do you think they invented pen names? So what you're going to learn in the training is: write a story. You're going to select your niche, build your story arc, define your major characters, build a subplot, and elements that you can spin off into other stories. Then you're going to find your readers. Before I write the story? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do you know what I love about readers? They like to talk about books. Don't believe me? Go to Pottermore. Folks, it's been a decade since the last book was published and people are still discussing it. But that's rubbish, you say? Harry Potter isn't a good example of literary storytelling? Okay. Find an LOTR fan. If you don't know what LOTR means, then you really do need to be a writer. Just drop out now and get your money back so you can go live in the cabin in the woods by yourself and work on your one masterpiece. LOTR is Lord of the Rings, you know, those books published a lifetime ago that have been loved for decades, made into animated films, made into epic films, spawned a universe online and still sell millions of copies. Need something more recent? Game of Thrones. If you find readers and you tell a good story, they're going to fanboy or fangirl all over your work and make your role as an author much easier. But where are they? That's what the coaching is for, to help you find those fans and start talking to them. What about editing? You need a beta reader who's going to go over your book with you for structure and storyline, and point out polish points. Then it gets a professional edit. An author is a business and an edit is essential to the product you put out. With this training, you're going to get access to more than one set of eyeballs to help your work. A group mind think thing is going to happen where we work together to make your books better. Please note I said books, not book. Your author business is going to put out books. Lots of books. The more books you write, the more readers you reach who want to buy your books. The more books you sell, the more money you make. The more money you make, the more you can work on your own private masterpiece. The next steps you'll get in the coaching are formatting, ordering the cover, creating the format for self-publishing print on demand, and preparing for audiobook. Remember when I said you were an author business? You need to have multiple ways for your one product to deliver revenue to your business. With 60% of consumers buying paperback books, if you aren't in that space you are leaving money on the table. The same goes for audiobooks. What you will get in the training is access to those 3 money makers, plus podcast and video channel building. Why do you want all of that? To reach more readers. The more you reach, the more you succeed. You're going to get help writing your description, and selecting keywords using copywriting secrets. Why? Because of this little thing called SEO or search engine optimization. Did you know some simple tweaks to your description and the inclusion of a word or phrase can make you pop up in the top 10 niche categories when people search for books? How will that help? Well, if you write poorly, it won't. But if you tell an enjoyable story and look professional, and folks like your books, those little tweaks that help you appear higher in the rankings can add up to additional sales. The computer algorithm doesn't care about how good you are. At first. You see, it's the readers who make the final decision. If you show up as a bestseller, and they don't click on your book, or they do click on it but don't buy it, the formulas start to figure out that you're not great. When that happens, your rank sinks like a rock. So what can you do? Use the right keywords and phrases in your description to reach more readers, and you focus on telling great stories. When you tell a great story, how do you know what price to set the book? Have you seen those ebooks listed for $9.99? Would you pay $10 for an ebook? How about 20? I've seen those as well. But what about free? Would you pay free for an ebook? Well, sure you would, because it's free, but how does an author earn money off a price of zero? A non-fiction author has a bunch of back-end products to sell, and if you're a long-term fiction author, then you may see a rise in sales for backlist titles in a short-term promotion, but there is a price point where your book will still sell, you will make money, and best of all, readers don't feel cheated. Best of all, the training shows you a simple step to figure this out, so you don't have to do all of the testing or experimenting yourself. Where should you publish? What do you do after you publish? What's next? So many questions to answer and so many ways to decide how to do this on your own. Or you could join a group of people who want you to succeed. Who win when you're a best-selling author earning money, so you have the freedom to do what you want. Once you're at the summit of your career, you'll find out there are more summits to surmount and more stories to tell. But imagine for a moment that you've reached it, your goal. Now what? You turn around and help the next one reach the top. That's the true purpose of this group. There has never been another time in history when so many could succeed at the same time and help so many others. It really is amazing, and I want you to be a part of it. I want you in the group. I guarantee you will succeed if you tell good stories. I will work hard to help you tell good stories. I will walk you through every step, and you will have the support of a team to help you succeed. So what's holding you back? What is your greatest fear? Is it money? Lack of resources? Fear of trying and failing? Or worse, are you afraid of success? Talk to me before you make your decision on joining or not. I need to let you know I'm going to be extremely picky about how gets in. If you're a Debbie Downer, you probably want to steer clear. If you're a yes man, go hang out with Debbie. But if you are serious about writing or wanting to write and you haven't found the right path yet, send me a message. If you want to be with a group that's going to make you put out, then write me. If you like dirty jokes that make you smile, witty rejoinders from funny people, and surrounding yourself with a success mindset that searches for solutions to every obstacle, I want you. Let's get going. Send me an email and ask me your questions. 1. Write the story. 2. Build your readers. 3. Edit the story. 4. Order the cover. 5. Format for ebook. 6. Format for CreateSpace. 7. Write your description. 8. Select your keywords. 9. Select your categories. 10. Select your price. 11. Click Publish. 12. Decide on a promotion/launch date. 13. Select the sites and submit. 14. Submit to BookBub as soon as it's launched. 15. Facebook promotion/Twitter combo. 16. Blogging. 17. Reviews. 18. Launch day. 19. Post-launch follow-up. 20. Email list management. 21. What to write in your emails. 22. What to blog about. 23. The next story in line/get started now. 24. Repeat. There are tips and techniques you can use to get all of this done. If you are on a slow road, then just follow the steps. Write good stories often. Make them novels. Price them right and put them out there. Wait for readers to find you. Write more stories. That works. It's worked for a lot of people. Or you could use the experience of those who have gone before you and blazed a trail. Those who are making money as authors. Don't wait. Get started today.